everybody, and welcome to my new board game video series. This series is all about my favorite game of all time, Cosmic Encounter. Cosmic Encounter was first released in the late 70s and has been re-released by several different companies all throughout the decades, most recently by Fantasy Flight. Now, as of making this particular video, Fantasy Flight has released 6 expansions to this game, and I have 5 of them. So needless to say, the game is pretty big at this point. There's a lot of stuff going on. There's a ton of alien powers and all this kind of thing. Just to give you all a brief sort of how-to about this, essentially everybody is playing as a specific alien power that breaks the game in some way. So you adjust the rules, you change how the game flows, something along those lines, but in the end the goal is to get 5 foreign colonies. That is to say, you have your home planets, a foreign colony is a ship on somebody else's planet. Once you get 5, you win the game. But a lot of aspects to this game tend to be overwhelming, especially the fact that there's so many powers, and sometimes they don't really mesh well together. So that is the goal of this video series. I'm going to give you guys each time 5 alien powers that interact on some themes. So they might be related to the same gameplay mechanic, or just the same general like outside theme of some sort, something along those lines, just to get you guys an idea of what's kind of fun, what's kind of cool. So my goal for this is, first off, I want to release one about every other week or so, and this is in addition to my regular board game videos, just so that you know. And also I'm trying to use different powers for every single set, and I'm going to have some specialized sets that are like specific to certain expansions or the base game and all that kind of stuff too. But as always, if you guys have particular suggestions, or if you have questions, comments, concerns, do let me know in the comments below. You guys know I love hearing from you, and especially in this context with a brand new series, I really want your guys' feedback to let me know what you think of it. So my first entry for this series is going to be risk takers. That is to say, people who are living on the edge and saying that some specific event is going to happen or some person is going to win, and then they get rewarded if they're right or severely punished if they're wrong. So essentially, to start us out is one of my favorite powers of all time, the Skeptic, which is from Cosmic Alliance. The Skeptic is allowed to say, I doubt that you'll win, if they are either the attack or the defense. Essentially, the other player can say, yeah, I think you're right, I think that you're going to win, and just sort of accept it. No cards are revealed, the people who are going to die, die, and then you get to take your foreign colony. If the other person says, no, I totally got you, I'm going to win, then essentially whoever loses twice the amount that they normally would, or they lose more than they normally would. Next up is the Daredevil from Cosmic Dominion. This is kind of an interesting one, where they're living on the edge. The idea with the Daredevil is they can elect to reduce the amount of fight attack that they have on their side. And essentially, if they win by 4 or less, then you get rewards equal to however many ships you had, even if you weren't on the defense, which is really nice. The Prophet, very, very unique, and from Cosmic Conflict in this particular case. In this case, you can predict who is going to win, either the offense or the defense. If you are right, you get a foreign colony anywhere that you want. If you are wrong, then unfortunately whoever won gets to pick 2 of your ships from anywhere and take them off and put them in the warp and kill them. So that means you can potentially lose a foreign colony, or you can gain a foreign colony. So bit of a risk there. Next up, the Gambler, another one of my favorites. This is from the base set. The Gambler is really cool because in this case, you can essentially put your card down and say, I played an X, like whatever it is, whatever number it is. And essentially, if the person believes you, you don't reveal the card and it goes back in your hand. If they call your bluff or try to call your bluff, then essentially you have to reveal it. And if you were telling the truth, they lose extra, and if you are lying, then you lose extra. Last but not least is the Visionary. This is kind of a unique one from Cosmic Conflict, where the idea is that you tell the person what to play. So you say, you will play a Negotiate, you will play a 6, you will play a 20, whatever it is, and then if they have that card, they have to play it. They still play it face down, but if they have it, then you do it. So the risk here is, especially if you're saying Negotiate, then what if they don't actually have one? So those are my 5 risk takers: the Visionary, the Gambler, the Prophet, the Daredevil, and the Skeptic. Some of my favorite powers, and a lot of really fun interaction, especially during the showdown and playing the cards, the planning of the cards. So you get a lot of potentially interesting interactions, especially between the powers, where like if you have the Skeptic doubting that the Gambler will win and blah 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 blah, all that kind of stuff. So it's a ton of fun. But with that, thank you very much for watching this first installment of Cosmic Style. I hope that you enjoyed it, and I will see you next time.